Come down onto your back, lying on the floor with your knees bent, feet in line with the sit bones, constructive rest pose. Take a moment to spread your shoulder blades out, bring the arms wide enough that they can be flat, and try turning the palms up. Feel the way that releases the shoulders. Bring our attention down to the pelvic girdle and begin engaging the inner core muscles. Picture the diamond of the pelvic floor anchored on the tailbone, the two sit bones, the pubic bone. Take an inhale with that diamond image in the mind. And then exhale, gather the diamond in, pulling it towards the center at the perineum. And then relax that. Release, and as you relax, imagine your back pocket spreading out wide on the mat. And then prepare to do it again. Inhale and exhale, gather the pelvic floor in towards the center. Maintain it for a moment. And then relax, release. One more time. Picture the diamond, and with an exhale, gather it in towards the center. And then relax. And now bring the attention to the transversus abdominis. Big, broad band of support horizontally. Inhale, picture it like a support belt. And exhale, wrap it around. Start at the spine, picture it coming around the waist, and with that belt buckling beneath the belly button, feeling the snug support all the way around the low torso. And then relax that. And again, picture the belt coming all the way around and gather it as you exhale. This action actually pulls the waists in towards each other. And release. One more time. Picture the belt first and then gather it with an exhale. And soften and relax. And bring the arms in closer to the sides. Combining the pelvic floor and the transversus abdominis, the inner core. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, engage the pelvic floor and wrap your belt around. Now maintain as you inhale. You may need to breathe up a little higher in the chest. And renew it with your exhale, pulling the diamond into the center. Feel the belt snug. And maintain. Inhale, bring the arms up towards the ceiling. And then renew that as you exhale and reach back, keeping your lower back in its natural curve. Inhale, bring the arms to the ceiling. Nice easy glide in the shoulder joints, and exhale, arms down to the sides. Let's do it again. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, inner core engages to support the neutral lower back. Float the arms back and bring them to the ceiling with the inhale. And relax them down as you exhale. One more time. Inhale, arms float up. And support with the inner core and reach back. Inhale, bring the arms to the ceiling. And stay for a moment there. Relax your shoulders down. And let's bring the hands behind the back. Inhale, let the ribs flare out wide. Exhale, knit your front ribs together and then imprint the back ribs down into the mat. Maintain your neutral lower back. We're just working with the obliques around the ribs. Inhale, release that, let the ribs flare. And exhale again, unflare the front ribs and imprint the back ribs. And release, relax. Let the ribs flare one more time. Exhale, unflare and imprint. Now add your inner core and take a head lift with a neutral lower back. And inhale, lower it back down. Stay stable and do it again. Exhale, lift. And inhale down. Last time, exhale up. Maintain your lift. Stay in inhale and go to the crazy fish. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend right. And inhale, center again to the left. Inhale, center, keep the breastbone pointing straight up. Exhale, right, inhale to center. One more time each way. And then keep the head lifted, engage the inner core again. Knit and imprint your ribs, and with the pelvis steady, lift the right foot up. And flex your foot, extend the leg out long. Inhale, bend the knee and re-anchor, lower the foot. And take the left foot up, pelvis steady. Exhale, flex the foot as you extend the leg out. Inhale, bend the knee and lower down. And again to the right side, steady pelvis. Exhale, flex, extend. Inhale, bend the knee and exhale, lower. And back to the left side. And reach out with the heel. Bend the knee and come back down with the foot. Last time. Right up. Exhale, flex, extend. Inhale, bend, anchor, and lower down and left side. Reach to the heel. And bend, and lower. And bring the head down. And the arms to the ceiling. Relax the humeral heads down into the sockets. We're going to do some scaption. So we start by making a fist and sticking the thumbs out like we're hitchhiking. Inhale. We're going to keep the arms very straight. Engage the inner core, knit and re-imprint the ribs, and as you exhale, reach back with very straight arms. Keep them straight and see if your thumbs get to the mat. They may or may not, but keep the arms straight. Once you're back there, see if you can feel your shoulder blades pulling down towards your back pockets, and keep the ribs together in the front and imprinted in the back. And then come back up. And we'll bring the arms down to the sides and let everything relax for a moment. We're in neutral lower back. If you didn't get your thumbs to the floor, keep your thumbs sticking out. If you did, make a fist with the thumbs inside. Inhale, arms float out. Check that the arms are straight. Straight wrists and elbows. Engage the inner core. Knit and imprint. We want those back ribs down. Arms stay straight and reach back towards the floor behind you. Don't let your back ribs come up and don't bend the arms. So if you don't get to the mat, it's okay. Just keep the arms straight. And again, stay for a moment and draw the shoulders down the back. You should have your neutral lower back, your arms straight, your back ribs imprinted. Arms up towards the ceiling, and then relax them down. If you got your fist down, we're going to come to a flat palm. But stay whatever stage you need to. You can have your thumbs sticking out or tucked in, or go to a flat palm. Float the arms straight up. Now we've got straight elbow, wrists, and fingers if your palms are out. Engage the low core, knit and imprint, and reach back. Keep the arms straight. Keep the back ribs imprinting. Stretch back. Don't bend back at the wrist to get your fingers down. Keep the wrist straight. Maybe your fingers will touch, maybe not. Keep them straight. We're going to breathe there and really feel the shoulder blades pull down the back towards the back pockets. And then float the arms up to the ceiling. And take a moment. Let your arms circle in nice loose circles around the shoulder joint. And reverse. And then still the arms. Let them stay right back up there. Engage the inner core. Knit and imprint the ribs. Raise your right foot up. And then your left. And keep both legs up as we go to pistons. Exhale, lower one foot down, and inhale, come back up. And exhale the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And inhale, up. Keep the back ribs imprinting as the foot goes down. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up one more time with each leg. Shoulders are relaxed. Then one hand to each knee. Flop the knees wide. Circle your legs around your hip sockets. And reverse. Hug the knees in. Return to neutral tabletop. Bring the arms down at your sides, preparing for the 100. Palms flat on the floor. Engage the inner core, knit and imprint. Press the palms down. Lift chin into the chest. You can stay there or extend the legs straight out. And exhale for 5 pulses and inhale for 5. Exhale for 5 and inhale. Exhale for 5 pulses and inhale. Come in. You still have your belt in place. Exhale. And inhale, feel your ribs knitting to the opposite back pockets. Inhale, back ribs down on the mat. Exhale for 5. And inhale. Exhale again. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale one more time. Exhale. And inhale. And head down. Knees into the chest. Turn your head slowly from one side to the other. And then rock the knees slowly from one side to the other. And extend the left leg out, straight on the floor. Pull the left knee to the breastbone. and the right knee to the breastbone, and then extend your right leg straight up. Anchor in low coordinate and imprint your ribs. Circle the right leg 5 times. Feel your back ribs down on the right side, your back hips steady, and reverse and do 5 leg circles the other way. And then bring the right knee to the breastbone and left knee into join. Then straighten the right leg out onto the floor. Pull in. And then extend the left leg up, tailbone anchored into the floor. Neutral spine in place, stabilize with the inner core, knit and imprint the ribs. 5 circles one way and 5 the other. Then bend the knee and pull the right knee in. Hug the knees in, lengthen the back of the neck. And we're going to turn to the left side. And begin with the legs extended straight out. Top hand on the top waist. Feel your belly relaxing down towards the floor. Engage your inner core. And then take an organ lift and lift your internal organs up to the top waist. Squeeze the inner thighs. Lift both legs up. And let's lift and lower the top leg 5 times. And then take the bottom leg down and up 5 times. Leave the bottom leg down, anchor, and let's bring the top leg forward and back 5 times. This is actually harder than when we have both legs up. So make sure that the hips and ribs stay in good alignment. And then return to the center. Re-engage your organ lift. Wrap your belt snug around, and we're going to do 5 circles in each direction. Then squeeze the bottom thigh up to the top thigh. Re-engage your inner core and your organ lift. Externally rotate both legs. Turn out on the hip socket. Take the right leg up and the left foot down, and then squeeze back together in the center. Lift, big scissor kick, and squeeze back to the center. Big scissor kick up, back to center twice more. And then to the center, 10 little pulses. Squeeze the inner thighs, come to parallel, and flex the feet back. Squeeze the toes, point the feet, and fan the toes out. Flex, squeeze, point, and fan. Flex, squeeze, point, and fan, and reverse it. Open with the toes and reach and pull back. Open, reach, retract. Last one, and lower down. Now let's bend both knees, and we're going to prop up on to the left elbow so that the left hand is right in line with the left elbow. Notice your shoulder, don't sink down into it, but do an organ lift and come up away from the floor so you're open in the chest. We're going to straighten the top leg. Be sure that the inner core is firm and that the organ lift is in place. Then press down into your left elbow and lift up. And let's do 5 circles here. And reverse. And then 5 times forward and back here. Keep pressing down into your left forearm. And then come down, bend the knee, and release down onto the side. The knees are now at a 45-degree angle, just a comfortable bent knee position. Relax the belly. Find your belt snug around your hips. Let's do 10 rotations of the right leg out in the socket. Five more. And relax. Then bend the knees more deeply, 90-degree angle at the hip. Again, relax the muscles around the belly, soften the obliques, re-engage your inner core, and then 5 times. Externally rotate the top leg in the socket, re-engage, and do 5 more. And relax. And then let's open the front of the hips. Last set of clamshells. We're in hip flexion 0 degrees, hip flexion, hip extension that would be, and then 10 repetitions here. Sorry, the light is really strange. And let's do 5 more. Okay, bend the knees comfortably. And then drop your top knee forward and we'll go to a spinal twist. Left hand on the right knee and open the right arm out to the side, and you can turn your head over to the right side. Relax into the twist. Let your right shoulder drop down towards the floor. Some nice slow breaths. And then come to the back, hug both knees in. And turn over onto your other side. So we're going to come lying on the right side, stretched out long. Engage the inner core, take your organ lift, squeeze the inner thighs, lift both legs up, and then 5 times up and down with the top leg. And then 5 times down and up with the bottom leg. And we're going to leave the leg down, anchor between the hips and the ribs, and go forward and back 5 times. Try to keep your ribs and your hips really still. Fingertips on the floor if you like. And to the center, and circle 5 times each way. Reverse. And then re-engage the organ lift. Lift your bottom leg up, squeeze the inner thighs, and then externally rotate, and then scissor, top leg up, bottom leg taps the floor. Big kick with the left leg, externally rotated, turned out in the socket. And then still an external rotation, 10 little pulses. Squeeze the inner thighs, come to parallel, and flex the feet. Squeeze the toes, point the toes, fan the toes out and flex. Squeeze, point, fan, flex, squeeze, point, fan, flex, and reverse it. Reach with the toes open, squeeze the toes and pull back. Open, reach, squeeze, and pull back. And then release. I'm going to bend both knees and come propping up on the right elbow. And again, careful not to sink down into the elbow, but push up. Your organ lift is going to help you there. Extend the top leg out straight. Reconnect with your low core and your organ lift. And then lift up and we'll circle 5 times. And reverse. Make sure you're pressing down into that right elbow. And then we go forward and back 5 times. And then bend the knee and come on down. Knees in a comfortable bending position, so not too tight into the chest. Relax in the waist. Engage your inner core. Tilt that left hip forward. And 10 times rotate the thigh out in the socket. relax. And we'll go to a 90-degree flexion, knees and feet at the front of the mat. Left hip is forward, inner core engaged, and 2 sets of 5 here. Relax and open the front of the hips. Getting straight down the front of the hips as much as your hips and knees will allow. Engage the inner core and the organ lift. And rotate the top leg out in the socket. 10 times here as well. And bend the knees and drop the top knee down in front. And go to a twist. Right hand on the left knee. Stretch the left arm out where it's comfortable. Turn the face left. Relax your left shoulder down towards the floor. It may not be on the floor, but drop it in that direction. Slow breaths. And then roll to the back. Find your neutral position. Engage the inner core. Knit and imprint your ribs and bring your right foot up. Cross the right ankle on the left knee. Stabilize and lift the left foot off the floor. Now that might be a good enough stretch there, or if you like, hold the back of the left thigh. Take a couple breaths here, stretching the right hip. Then lower your left foot to the floor, but keep the right ankle where it is. We're going to do another oblique exercise, the muffin top. Take the left hand and bring it behind the head. Right arm just is relaxing down where it's comfortable. Engage the inner core. Begin by exhaling and pulling your left ribs. Imagine them coming all the way to your right back pocket. And then follow that line of pull as you come up and over, grazing the left armpit towards the right knee. And then lower down. And exhale up and over, and inhale, lower down. Exhale up and over, inhale down, twice more. On the last one, stay there, we're going to pulse for 10. And release. Lower the left arm down and place your right foot on the floor. Even yourself out, stabilize, and lift the left ankle to the right knee. Now the right hand's going to come, no, we're going to stretch first. Engage, support as you lift your right foot up, and take some stretch for the left hip, even at the back of the pelvis. And lower the right foot. Keep your left leg where it is. Right hand behind the head. Left arm is just relaxed at the sides. Stabilize the pelvis as you exhale. Reach your right ribs down on the diagonal to the left back pocket, and then follow that line of pull. Exhale on the diagonal, right armpit to left knee. Inhale back down. Don't let your knee come in towards your armpit. Keep the knee steady and reach towards the leg. On the last one, up to stay and pulse for 10. And release down. And bring both knees into the chest. Find your low core in your neutral spine. Wrap your ribs, imprint them, and lift the head. Go to the single leg stretch. Extend one leg out and both hands on the other knee. And switch, switch. Double leg stretch. Exhale both arms and both legs away from center. Inhale, come back in. Exhale, reach the arms and legs out. Inhale, bend the knees and circle the arms. Exhale, reach. Inhale, come back in. Twice more. Leave the legs straight and go right into single straight leg. And both legs up, hands behind the head, support. Neutral spine in place as you lower the legs down and lift back up. And lower and lift. Lower and lift. 2 more. And bend your knees and now crisscross, legs bicycling. Reaching the armpit up and over. Good. Head down, knees to the chest. And turn to your stomach. Hands underneath the forehead. Relax the legs. Engage the low core, knit the ribs, and exhale. Lift arms, head, chest, and head up. Arms, head, chest up, and lower back down. All right. And again, whole upper body, chest, arms, head up, and release. Last one. And release. Go to a child's pose. And then sit up. Extend the legs straight out. Inhale and bring your arms up to frame the ears. Scoop the belly. Keep your arms framing your ears. And roll part way back. Don't let the arms come forward, but keep them back around the ears. Pause and take a breath there. We want to have the feet down on the floor. Scoop the belly in and sit yourself up. Leaning forward over the legs. Relax the neck and shoulders. Let your elbows bend. And then up again. Arms frame the ears. Scoop the belly. And recline. Feet on the floor. Legs parallel. Belly scooping into the spine. Keep your arms up around your ears. Shoulders dropped. And then pull the belly in. And bring your whole upper body forward. Relax into the forward bend. And once again, sit tall and scoop and part way back. And breathe there. Hold the belly to the spine. Come forward and reach down. Sit tall, bend your knees and bring your hands behind you for an upward tabletop. Anchor in the low core, knit and wrap the ribs around, and then press into the feet and lift. And hinge back down. Twice more. Exhale, stabilize, press and lift. And hinge back down. Last one. And then finish just by hanging easy over the knees. Relax the neck and shoulders. Lift the chest, cross the ankles. Actually, you're not going to be able to see me if I stand up, so I won't stand up here. That'll do it. We're going to stand up, keeping the core engaged. You can use your fingers if necessary, or just cross the ankles and bring yourself up to a standing position. So I want to come back down here so I'm not totally out of the view, but stand tall, even on both feet. Feel the tripod of support. Ball of big toe, ball of little toe, middle of the heel. And stand up tall from there, lifting through the crown of the head. Open the chest, relax the shoulders. Okay, and I'll leave you there. Have a great rest of the day. Enjoy the sunshine. Yeah, so much sunshine. I'm not sure where to put my mat on a day like this, but that's all right. Take care. Thanks, everybody. Bye.